Here in the first question, the Doppler width of the orange line KR at a wavelength is 6000 angstrom and delta lambda is equal to this one. Calculate the line frequency, bandwidth and coherent length. We know the frequency is equal to C upon a lambda, where C is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And here the lambda in angstrom. First you will convert the lambda into a meter. 6000 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Then the value of the mu you will get 5 into 10 to the power 14 hertz. You know delta mu is equal to mu delta lambda upon a lambda. Here delta lambda in angstrom and lambda is also in angstrom. No need to be converted in meter. You know the mu 5 into 10 to the power 14 into 0.006 divided by 6000. Now the value of del mu is 5 into 10 to the power 8 hertz. You know the coherent length is C into tau C, and tau C is equal to 1 upon a del mu. So you can write C upon a del mu. You know the value of C, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and del mu is 5 into 10 to the power 8. Now the value of the coherent length is 0.06 meter. Now you can calculate the value of coherent length, del mu and mu in the above question. Second question, calculate the monochromaticity. Here the wavelength is given, and coherent time is given. You know that delta mu is equal to 1 upon a tau C, where tau is the coherent time, is 1 upon a 10 to the power minus 10 second. You will get the result 10 to the power 10 hertz. You know the non-monochromaticity equal to del mu upon a mu, and the monochromaticity is just inverse of the non-chromaticity. It means that just inverse of mu upon a del mu is known as monochromaticity. You know the value of the mu? Value of the mu is C lambda into del mu, where C is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second and lambda is 400 nanometer. First you will convert in nanometer in a meter. 400 into 10 to the power minus 9 and into 10 to the power 10. You will get the monochromaticity is 7.5 into 10 to the power 4. Now question number 3rd, calculate the spectral width and Q factor. Q factor is also known as the purity factor, and wavelength is given in 500 nanometer. Spectral width is denoted by delta lambda is equal to lambda square divided by LC. is a coherent length. And also in this question the path difference is given is 5 meter. You can see that if the fringes can be visible up to path difference is 5 nanometer, so you can say that the coherent length is equal to 5 meter. Above the coherent length you cannot see any type of the fringes. When the path difference is less than the coherent length, you can see the fringes. It means that here in this question the path difference is equal to the coherent length because fringe can be visible. Now here lambda is 500 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter square divided by 5 meter. Now the value of the del lambda is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 14 meter. Now what is the Q factor? Q factor is coherent length divided by lambda. You know the coherent length 5 and divide by 500 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Now you can calculate the value of Q is 10 to the power 7. Question number 4. The coherent length and wavelength is given. Calculate the number of the oscillation and spectral width. You know that the wavelength is defined like that. This one is known as wavelength. And you know that when the sinusoidal is maintained up to a time is known as coherent time. When the length is multiplied, when the coherent time is multiplied by velocity of the light is known as coherent length. Here the coherent length is 3 meter. It means that number of the oscillation is equal to L upon a lambda. 3 divided by 500 into 10 to the power minus 9, you will get 6 into 10 to the power 6 number of the oscillation. And what is the spectral width is delta lambda is lambda square divided by L. Lambda is given 500 into the power minus 9 square divided by 3, you will get 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. Question number 5. The spectral width of the source is given, and this source are used in Young double slit. And the question you want, give your explanation on the fringe visibility if the path difference is 2 meter. Now first you calculate the coherent length. Now coherent length is LC is C into tau C. Here the coherent time is not given, but we know that tau C is equal to 1 upon a del mu. 1 upon del mu. Here spectral width is given 0.2 into 10 to the power 9 hertz, because gigahertz 1 gigahertz is equal to 10 to the power 9 hertz. The value of the tau C is 5 into 10 to the power minus 9 second. Yeah. Now the coherent length is 3 into 10 to the power 8 the speed of light into coherent time, and the coherent time is 5 into 10 to the power minus 9. You will get the result 1.5 meter. The coherent length is less than this path difference. When the coherent length is less than and the path difference more than, it means that when the path difference is more than the coherent length, you can say that fringe will not be visible. The last question, question number 6. The surface of the earth, the sun is sustained at angle 32 minutes, and the sun be fall normally to a double hole arrangement like a young double slit. A filter are used in front of the holes and light corresponding to 500 nanometer wavelength. In this question asking the what is separation between the slit या holes. Here the question is asking what is the separation small d, and here use a filter. Sunlight is coming and make a sustained angle 32 minutes. So first you will convert the 32 minutes in a radian. 32 minutes is going to 32 divided by 180 into pi upon a 60. You will get the result 0.0093 radian. Now when you will get the result in radian, then you can calculate the lateral width is lambda upon a theta. Here lambda is 500 nanometer divided by 0.0093. Then you will get the result 0.05 into 10 to the power 6 nanometer. It means that finally you will get 0.005 centimeter. So that if the holes are separated by a distance which is smaller compared to these values, so the interference fringes of good contrast should be observed.